Can't stop, ain't stop, too hot. Came out like the daughter of Leah and Tupac. And I popped from the jump, ain't nobody too shocked. And I'm out collecting rollies, you save up for G-Shock. Got a bag from the label, I invested and I flipped that. I should write a book on how I motherfucking did that.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Chanel, and I'm here to do a video about what I've been studying for the past 15 weeks in this semester. So, starting off this semester, I was kind of confused on like what was an issue in society that, that I was really passionate about, something that I really wanted to talk about. So, it took me some time, but I eventually figured out what it was that I wanted to study. So I was actually on my way to school one day, and I seen all these people waiting for the bus. And the first thing that I said was, like, that could be me. Like, thank God that's not me. Like, I was blessed to have a car, and I don't have to take public transportation. But it occurred to me that there are so many different people that use the bus and the train and Lyft and Uber and things of that nature to get around in their everyday lives because they're not as fortunate to have a car or have someone to drive them around on a day-to-day basis. So that's where I got the idea from. And it's so many people that we see taking the bus, the train, and things of that nature. You see so many people and so many different stories behind those different people that I wanted to dig deeper into this and just really study and observe the different people that I see taking public transportation. So I do live in Hawthorne. It's not a bad neighborhood, but it's not the best neighborhood. But like, what neighborhood can you really say is the best? Like, there's crime everywhere, even in Beverly Hills, like everywhere. So, the closest bus stop near me is the 211 bus stop, and over the past 15 weeks, I've just been observing like the different people that I see, the different issues that I see going on the bus stop, all of that. So, with that being said, there's actually so many things that I've observed over the course of the semester. One being there's this one homeless guy who's made the bus stop his home, like, and he's such a happy individual. He's always with his partner, and they actually like travel around like the little local businesses where I work, and they're just always talking to people. They're just so friendly. And at nighttime, they'll return to the bus stop and, sleep there. So they've been seeing me over the course of these 15 weeks, studying and just kind of watching, being a weirdo, seeing who takes the bus and all of that. So in this video, I'm going to show you my neighborhood. I'm going to show you my street. I'm going to show you, you can't really see it because it's nighttime right now. Probably should have did the video during the daytime, but, I attempted. So I'm going to try and show you the business, the main street, and the bus stop that's closest to me. So we have a couple of businesses over here, and we have a high school. So with that being said, like, it's very busy over here, especially in the mornings. Like, it's traffic, like traffic. So yeah. I'm going to be talking about what I've observed over these 15 weeks. So, with that being said, I've observed that there's a lot of people who take public transportation, from young high school kids to even people that are in middle school because their parents aren't able to take them to school and things of that nature. Also, I've observed there are a lot of young women who unfortunately have to take the bus with their children, and they're on there like at night and things like that. And it really is sad, like, to see like so many different people, so many different stories behind these different people taking public transportation. So, as we know, public transportation is good for the economy. It's good for global warming. That's like what most people advocate. Like, take public transportation, get a green earth, like, it saves our earth. But at the same time, many people are failing to realize the negative outcomes of using public transportation. One of the many negative outcomes being that it's not safe for many people. On a day-to-day basis, you'll hear about a lot of incidents that occur either at the bus stop or around the bus stop because you have so many different people waiting there. Like, you have young, innocent men of color who are waiting for the bus, and they're getting banged on by gangbangers and things of that nature. And Hell, even the police are messing with them. So it's just altogether not safe. And so I'm going to be talking to you in this video about solutions to these problems and what we can do as a society and a community to make these problems better. So I interviewed a couple people while I was doing this project, and one of them touched on a pretty serious topic, and he said that to improve public transportation, we can have security guards like on the buses and trains. And I thought about that. I was like, that's really dope. Like that'd be really cool. Like not only does it help the passengers and ensure safety for everybody, but that's also providing more jobs for people who are looking for jobs. So if you think about it, it's a win-win situation for everybody. Furthermore, one of my solutions that I came up with was to excuse me, my eye was bothering me. One of the solutions I came up with was to, well, first off, let me just say this. I brought the problem to people in my church because there are also many people that are part of my community. That we should we should do more community building. We should do neighborhood watches, because if we don't know who's in our community, how can we protect our community? If we get used to knowing who lives around us, we get used to like their kind of like everyday routine. When we don't see that person, we notice that something's kind of off, then like that triggers something in our head, like, hey, like, are they okay? Like, I'm used to seeing them here at such time. They're normally with this person. So we need to get involved, get proactive, and know who's in our community so we can know what to do to resolve these issues. Next, I said that we should start traveling with non-lethal weapons. Let me make that clear. Non-lethal weapons, such as pepper spray or a taser. Something that'll just ensure everybody's safety. Something easy to grab, something that you can get to if you were being attacked. Use it. Use your sources. Use your weapons. The world is never ever gonna be like a perfect place, but I always like to say, like, we, the people of today, can, like, prepare for a better tomorrow. I don't know if that makes sense. But y'all get what I'm saying? Like, we the people in society have the opportunity to say, like, hey, no, I want change. So, like, let's advocate for that. So, yeah, those are just some of my solutions. I'm pretty sure you guys, my classmates, my peers, might have other solutions to this problem. But it's something definitely worth not turning the cheek to. Like, you need to really get active, know who's in your community, stay aware at all times. And also for those who do take public transportation, try not to travel late at night, like times like this. Like, I know it gets dark pretty early now. Try and travel with a partner if you can, just to ensure your safety. Be aware, stay aware of who's around you, and don't always talk to people. And what I mean by that is, don't always open up to people on the bus, because like, these people are crazy. It's interesting because here recently, not too far from my house, actually, on El Segundo, I forgot the cross streets, there was just an incident where a girl was interacting and having a small talk with this guy on the train, and he escorted her off. She's thinking over here like, oh, he's the perfect gentleman, like, I'm about to have me a little boo thing and whatnot. But no, like, after he escorted her off, he raped her and abused her, and he beat her and took off by foot as soon as it was over with. And he's been doing this to multiple women. So, ladies, like, just be careful. Kind of like, really, I'm not saying be rude, but at the same time, kind of like, know who you're dealing with. That's like the best way I could put it. Like, know who you're dealing with. And just be aware. Like, if they're coming on too strong, kind of like, just, be like, no, I'm good. I don't need you to walk with me here. Because it can happen to you. Like, you're not exempt. Nobody's exempt from this happening to them. It's actually sad to hear that story. I'm glad that they actually caught the guy, but these are lessons, life learning lessons that we can learn from. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned something from it. If you guys have any feedback, if you guys have any input, I'm open to all of that. Let's get active, let's get proactive, and let's make our streets safe again. So this is outside of my apartment building. I'm gonna take you guys to the corner of my street and I'm gonna show you guys like the main street and where the local bus stop is. This is my street. Kind of show them the street, the apartment building, the little house right here. Local businesses, a nail shop, a little liquor store and stuff. So, as you can see, we're on the corner of Prairie and Rosecrans. And our closest bus stop is right down there. I'll show that to you. That way. I'm gonna interview two people that live in Hawthorne as well, and they're gonna tell you a little bit about their experiences and their encounterments on public transportation system. All right, what's your name?
Stanley.
Stanley, and how old are you?
20.
22. All right, you 22. What sorts of public transportation do you take?
The bus.
The bus. What problems do you see on the bus?
There's no seats on the motherfucker. This is my nigga Keenan.
What up, boy? What up, boy?
He catch the train.
Hi, Keenan. How old are you?
Like that, 25.
25. You take the
train, you just said it. Come on now, girl. What's wrong with you?
How long y'all been taking public transportation?
My whole life.
And what problems do you normally
At
see?
school, they gave me a bus pass.
Oh my goddamn baby, mom was on that goddamn bus. Damn, train, nigga, fuck! Train!
Ain't enough seats on the bus.
Train!
Ain't enough seats on the bus. There's too many homeless people on the train.
Do y'all normally see like women on there with their kids struggling, like they struggling?
They ain't got no cord, so they gotta take the bus.
Yo, today I was on the train, bro. When we walked in with a child, black eye. I'm like, yo, what happened to you? You good? She's like, yeah, this is my son's rattler. I said, yeah, that's a big ass rattler. Running that motherfucker eye.
Her baby daddy beating her up.
Beating her up.
Y'all be seeing homeless people and stuff too?
Nah, not on the bus.
Nah.
I mean, if they got money, they get
on the train, yeah.
They don't sit by me though.
On the train, yeah, they be shirtless.
As long as they don't sit by me, I'm okay.
Having shorts on, like ripped shorts. It be cold as fuck in that train too.
They be stinking up.
On the news, I seen this one dude. He was raping females on the train on that Segundo. So then I'll be on that motherfucker, you know, washing people back. You feel me?
How do you feel like we can make our community and streets safer for our young people, especially?
That bus need to come on time. Every 30 minutes.
For the train,
Make it shorter.
I just
More
say
buses
like
on the street.
it's like people should start going in like groups on the train. The train too big for one person. It's kind of out.
That'll be ridiculous, nigga. Ain't nobody work at the same time as you.
What you mean?
Nigga,
If you got somebody that work with you, bro, and you on the train.
But what if they got a car? You the only one on the train.
So wait, only people that go to work ride the train?
I'm saying, nigga, how you gonna ride in the
She
pack?
said for the youth.
Oh,
You know niggas work together in youth.
facts.
Exactly. So like I'm saying, go in groups. You can ask your kid to the trains too. One at probably every other door, something like that. So I see.
Anything else?
Nope.
Nah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Cut.
All right, thank you.
Cut, nigga,
Stanley
final.
Keenan. Oh my gosh. All right. Y'all heard it here first.
My name's Chanel.
My name is Monica.
Okay.